Stop where you're taking our stuff. Stop right now. Stop right there, Golem.
Wait a minute. You know how long I've been saving money. Don't you dare throw it in the lake. The money will get damaged underwater.
What have you done, Golem? How dare you take my things? Do you know how much they cost?
Ladders up from the lakes have started to appear. I don't think they lead up to the sky. I've never seen anything like this before. Look, let's go up there. There might be treasure up there.
Well, I don't mind. Especially, I'm curious about what's up there. We have to be careful. We don't know what's up there. There might be traps.
Great! There's something up there. Let's hurry. I hope we can get back our stuff that Villager and Golem threw into the lake. Actually, there seems to be some challenges ahead. I hope I don't have to fight any monsters.
I wonder what's going to happen upstairs. You were right. There are different challenges. It looks like we have to go through them all to get to the end. There's a lot of traps ahead of us. I figured we should jump over these platforms, but they're too fast.
Look, I think we have to throw something at the crow to slow it down. Look at all these challenges. Look at all these different challenges. I think we're stuck all day today. Listen, I think I figured out what needs to be done.
Yeah, you're right. First, we have to go through a parkour challenge with slabs we have to get to. Then there's some sort of passage with numbers. I don't really know what we're supposed to do there. And then there's a staircase going up to the top. I think it's some kind of big box. Next, we have a parkour ordeal with balloons. The main thing is not to fall down here.
There seems to be a big iron platform, and there are 2 glass rooms. Something seems to be appearing there. It's our stuff. Our chests are at the very top. They're under a glass dome. If we pass all these tests, we can get our stuff back. If I've got it right, I need to throw various items here so the platform slows down. There's some money on the floor, so I'll throw it into the funnel. Although, to be honest, I'm a bit sorry to waste the money. Great. I threw into the funnel all the money I picked up on the floor now. I have to wait until the platforms get slower to rotate. Great. They've gotten a little slower now. I can pass this parkour challenge. I have to spread out and keep my balance so I don't fall down. Oh no, that's how much I'm falling down.
It was very funny. Mikey made a big mistake. He almost made it to the end, but decided to stop, and so he fell. Okay, I want to try to pass this parkour challenge too, but first I have to slow down the platforms.
It's not fair. I was this close to passing this parkour challenge. Okay, I want to see how you do it, and then I'll just follow your lead. I was wondering if you could pass the parkour challenge the first time.
Okay, I don't mind if you watch as much as you want. Oh, first I have to collect all these diamonds and throw them into the funnel so I can slow down. In fact, I wonder who built all these test lanes in the first place. The most important thing is to have enough diamonds to slow down the platforms. To be honest, I noticed that your platforms didn't slow down very much, so I was wondering how my platforms slowed down. These platforms have gotten a lot slower, so now I can pass this parkour challenge. The most important thing is to spread out and not stop. Then I can pass this challenge. Oh, all right, I did it. I made it through this parkour challenge. As you can see, Mikey, it's not as hard as you think. The most important thing is that you don't stop and you have to keep your balance so you don't fall down.
I'm almost at the end of the parkour challenge. Great, I did it. I was able to pass this parkour challenge.
You did well, Mikey. Now we have to pass the following tests. As I understand it, you need to calculate how much 2 plus 2 will be.
Oh.
And choose the correct answer. It will take simple math to make the right choice. I'm wondering what happens if you choose the wrong answer.
I got it. I was able to calculate it before you did. The correct answer is 2 factorial. It was even easier than I thought. It's a good thing I'm so smart.
Wait, Mikey, you did the math wrong. You should have been studying math instead of watching cartoons. Oh, Mikey was in a hurry and ended up wrong. Well, at least now we know what happens if you pick the wrong answer.
I don't understand. I did the math right. So why did I get thrown to the bottom?
You were supposed to pick 4. How did you even think you got the answer 2? Good thing I know math like you. I wonder what I'll get if I pick the right answer. I got the lava blocks. Now I can build a bridge and get to the stairs. I need more blocks just in case.
That's not fair. I thought I picked the right answer. I still don't understand why the correct answer is 4. Well, it's not important. I have to hurry.
Oh, in fact, we've already passed about half of all the tests, so we'll be able to return the chests with our belongings soon. Although I'm not sure exactly what challenges await us next. In fact, it seems to me that the traps on the second floor will be more difficult.
I'm sure we can pass all these challenges and get our chests back. By the way, my chest had all my money that I had saved up for months.
Oh,
Great! I was able to pass this challenge. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Now, we have to get to the top. To be honest, I'm wondering what traps are waiting for us next. I hope we don't have to fight any monsters. Well, we've got to hurry up. We've got a lot of work to do.
yeah, you're right, Mikey. In fact, this challenge is the most mysterious. We can't see what's inside. We have to be careful. There could be anything inside.
Okay, I get it. There's a chest and a sign above the door. Looks like we're gonna have to fight golems after all. On my door, it says water golem. And on your door, it says lava golem. How are we supposed to beat them? They're big and strong.
Look what's in the chest. I think there'll be weapons to defeat the golems. Actually, I knew we'd have to fight, but I didn't think we'd be fighting golems. So, Mikey, I was wondering what's in your chest. Is there anything useful in there?
As you can see, yes, there was rainbow armor. It's also very durable, and I take almost no damage with it. I'm sure I can easily defeat a water golem. With this armor, I'm not afraid of anyone. I even have a diamond sword. All right, I'll teach you a lesson.
I'm wondering if Mikey can defeat the water golem. Although since he has rainbow armor, everything should be fine. To be honest, I'm wondering how Mikey is doing. Actually, Mikey was very lucky to find rainbow armor. Though the stronger the prize, the harder the opponent. Okay, I must focus on the lava golem. I wonder what resources will be in my chest. I was hoping for diamond armor, to be honest. But I was lucky, and here lies a rainbow sword. It is the sharpest sword in the world. It can even easily cut through stone. As I understand it, I was given a very powerful weapon, but very weak armor. And Mikey, on the contrary, good armor and a weak sword. Ho-ho! The most important thing is that I shouldn't get hit. This armor won't be able to withstand it for long. With this weapon, I can defeat anyone in a couple of blows. I have to focus on the battle. Here comes the golem. It's a bit bigger than I thought, but that doesn't matter. The most important thing is that I have a weapon that can defeat it. I can't believe I did it. I was able to defeat the golem in just a couple blows. Good thing I got the rainbow sword. I wonder what will happen next. In fact, I've almost passed the challenge soon. I'll be able to get my stuff back. I'm wondering if Mikey passed the test or not. I think there's a TV here. I wonder what happens if I turn it on. I think I got it. It's a live feed from the room Mikey went to. I want to see him fight the golems, even though I don't think he can even hit them.
Why do I always get into trouble? I didn't know there would be 3 of them here. It's against the rules. How am I supposed to fight multiple golems at once? I can't even hurt them. The analyzed sword won't even make a scratch on them. I have to hurry soon. The armor will break, and then I'll be in a lot of pain. Even if I hit with all my might, I can't hurt the golems. It's not fair. Why do I always get into trouble? Who knew there would be 3 of them here? And they have such strong punches.
It seems the rainbow armor couldn't hold up and broke, and the golems beat Mikey. It was very funny. Mikey doesn't really know how to fight, so it was clear he couldn't beat a water golem. In fact, I was lucky enough to be given a rainbow sword. I was able to defeat the lava golem in a few blows.
It was very painful, but they seem to be gone, and now I can pass the test. Why do I keep getting unlucky and getting into all sorts of trouble? Well, I must hurry up. I've almost passed all the trials. So you've already passed the trials, and I thought I'd done it before you. It was awful. I was beaten by 3 golems. I didn't even know there were more than 1. They broke my armor in a couple of hits.
Well, the most important thing is that you passed the challenge. We're almost to our chests. There are only 2 challenges left. First, we have to do this parkour. In fact, it's very simple here. You have to get out of the way and quickly run through these balls. Ho-ho! In fact, the most important thing in this challenge is to keep perfect balance and not fall down. Great, I did it. As you can see, it's very easy. I'm sure you can do it.
Okay, I can definitely definitely pass this challenge the first time. I've got to get out of the way and run fast over these rocks. I'm still scared, but I have no choice. I can't let go. I've already passed many traps. I've almost made it. The most important thing is to keep an even balance. There's still a little bit left. Great! I can't believe I made it across the first time. We've made it to the end. We'll be able to get our resources back soon. Listen, there's two strange men standing there. Do we really have to fight them?
Great! You made it to the final challenge. We've been following you, and you've both done well. The final challenge will not be easy. You will have to build houses. It will be a battle of construction. You will have to build a house. Mikey will build with water blocks, and JJ will build with lava blocks. Whichever house is the best will get the prize. You have to build the house by tonight. I hear you're good builders. Tonight we'll find out who's the best.
Great! I'm so glad I don't have to fight. In fact, I'm lucky this is a building competition because I build the best I can definitely win. Soon I'll be able to get my resources back and buy a car.
You'll be building a house out of lava blocks. You'll both be building houses. We'll be watching which building techniques you use to see which one of you is better. These are your resources. That should be enough to build a pretty good house. In fact, you're the first ones to make it to the final challenge. Good luck. We'll be watching you.
Oh, great. I'm actually glad that the final challenge is like this. I was too tired from all the parkour challenges and I had almost no energy left. It makes me laugh that you think you have a chance against me. Everyone knows I'm the best builder in the village.
Well, we'll see. I'll build such a beautiful house that you'll be jealous of me. I've already thought of what kind of house I'll build. For that, I'll need a large area.
Okay, I have to hurry. Mikey has already started building a house, knowing that I have to start too. Actually, the Jerseys are good builders. He has every chance to win, so I have to try my best. I will make the foundation of the house from diamond ore, then the house will definitely not fall apart and last a very long time. Great! I got a great house! I made the walls out of lava blocks. Although it seems to me that the house looks too simple, I'm not sure that it's enough to win. I want to see how Mikey's doing. I wonder what he's been able to build.
Great! So far, I'm making a really cool house. I'm a great builder because I built such a cool house in such a short time. I can definitely win and get my resources.
I have to hurry. Mikey built almost the same house as me. Honestly, I'm surprised he could build a house so fast. I thought he was only building the foundation for the house. I want my house to be beautiful, not only on the outside, but also on the inside. Actually, we can both win. Mikey was able to build a nice house, and it scares me. To win, my house has to look perfect, so I have a lot of work to do. I want a window in here, otherwise the house is too dark and it will look better that way. I have to do it on both sides, then my house can definitely win, and I can get the prize. In fact, today has been such an unusual day. To be honest, I'm a bit tired. All these trials have worn me out. In fact, I'm almost finished with the house. It's only a matter of time before I can get my resources back. To be honest, I didn't think there would be a builder's battle. I thought we'd be competing in something else. It doesn't matter though. Soon I'll finish the house and this will all be over and I can go home and then I'll go have ice cream. In fact, I'm almost finished with the house, just a couple small details left. While I have time, I want to improve my house as much as possible, so I have a better chance of winning. Okay, I want to see how Mikey's doing. I'm curious to see what he's built in the meantime.
Great! I got a really nice house. In fact, if I had more time and more resources, I'd build a real cottage. But it's good too! I have to finish the windows so that my house will always be bright and cozy. I see you finished your house too. Listen, JJ, do you want to take a closer look at my house? I just finished it. I wanted to make a 2-story house, but I didn't have the resources, so I just had to make 1 floor.
Actually, I like your house, although I prefer the red color. It's sad that you didn't have enough resources to build a 2nd floor. I like your house. Oh, you did a good job. Come on, I'll show you my house. I'm sure you'll like it better. Actually, I had enough resources to build a 2nd floor, but I had to make a foundation from my own resources. Come on, I'll show you the 2nd floor. I'm sure you definitely won't expect this. What do you think of my house?
I love it. Your house looks really cool. Although I don't like lava blocks, I think my house turned out better. Okay, since we've both finished building houses, let's call the lava and water people to choose which house is better and who gets the prize.
Yes, you're right. I'm actually curious to see which one of us will win. Although there's a chance it could be a draw. We'll find out soon enough. We've finished building the houses. Now you can choose whose house is better. I'm curious to see who you'll choose. I think it's gonna be a tough choice.
Okay, first we're going to start with Mikey's house. I think it's unusual. In fact, I like the look of this house. It's small, but it's very cozy. You can tell Mikey put a lot of work into it. Okay, now I want to see the house that JJ built.
Oh, I actually have a 2-story house. It has everything you need for a good life. I had to use a lot of my resources to make it a 2-story house, as I see you like my house. So tell me whose house was better and which one of us won. You said you'd choose a better builder.
We watched you build houses. I like the way you build houses. You're both very good builders. It's hard for me to pick one of you. Okay, you both won. Your houses are equally good, so can take the resources from the chests. You deserve it. You can take your chests.
Great. We both won, and most importantly, we can get our resources back. I don't think it's fair that we only got our resources back. We could have gotten some emeralds for passing the challenge. Oh.
I'm so glad I got my money back. Hey, let's go get some ice cream. I haven't eaten all day.